Hello everybody and welcome to a complete new and unique series. It's called The Guitar Journey Getting Better by the Day. I'm so busy with practicing, it's difficult to learn complete songs and it's even more difficult to learn difficult songs. So I was like, okay, why not filming my progress? I think this will be pretty cool, so I'm definitely looking forward and check it out. Okay, so that was just some warm-up stuff, you know. It doesn't have to be like perfect, it doesn't have to be without mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, you know, most rhythmically, and the great thing is you can practice it as much as you want and you really get you get a feeling of how the licks get into the groove. So that's a really great exercise, and I try to do it as much as possible because it really helps you to get a better feeling, a more safe feeling in a band situation and a jam situation, and generally you just get a feeling for triplets, for staying lock into the groove and everything. So that's a really great exercise. I do a lot, and what I really like to do to get a little bit more into scales. So I'm taking the A minor scale and just do it on 2 strings, you know, and just take a beat and go downwards, like by doing half legato, half picked, starting an upstroke, you know. Focusing on actually how this sounds, you know, how it feels, you know, to make very little movements like. And it's really to really mute the strings, you know. You know, just to get this very snarling, aggressive tone. It's real difficult, you know, and it has a lot to do how you actually play, how you just hold everything, and just what you do with the fingers. But what I've learned is stay as relaxed as possible by those fast stuff, you know. But it's a really great thing to make your fingers getting warm and relaxed, and just get the strength, you know, and get warmed up, you know. It's pretty cool. So a pretty cool lick as well is to take this classic Paul Gilbert style lick, which is, you know, and it's really great for getting your pinky and your 4 fingers strong, and as well to get just some power in your fingers. You know, what I'm basically focusing is on that, really, you know, to get this trill kind of feeling. You know, it's really great for getting strength. So I just expanded this lick and practiced it with a pentatonic shape, which sounds pretty cool and pretty. It has that bluesy note in there, and it's really what I love. You know, this chromatic, getting out of the box pentatonic style lick, which sounds really cool. It's kind of stretchy, you know, so you're actually on the 12th, 15th, and 17th fret, you know. You know, I'm just taking the same lick, so. Sounds pretty cool, I think, but it's kind of difficult because you're really gonna have to jump with your pinky around, you know, so. key of A is just so great. I really love it. Yeah, but that's a pretty cool exercise. So what I else do to get my my fingers warmed up is just do the opposite of what we did before. So instead of, I'm just going upwards, you know, here in the key of A minor. Yeah, I'm just going straight up. Okay, let's take it a little slower. It was too fast for me for now. Okay, let's take it. The difficulty in this style or in this lick is to know the scale and to know the uncomfortable parts of it, like we have here. You know, I think that's a very difficult one because you're gonna have to really think about what's happening here. So this is a very simple one. This is the first. So that one is actually something I really need to practice a lot, you know, it's that. And this one as well, you know, this one goes pretty, this one is really simple, but very good for your fingers because you're going to have to use all the 4 fingers. So. But the next one is kind of a very terrifying one because you have to move your index finger to another position, you know, from 13th to 14th fret on the D string, and that makes it difficult for me. So, you know, and this is the same variation as we have in Scarified, which is. It is as well difficult because you don't have like, you know, you have this. Just playing it. It's very difficult, but I really work on that shape a lot because that's, you know, you really need to focus on the parts you can play, the parts that make you struggle, you know. So, for example, I'm really, I think the easiest one is, well, the most comfortable we could say is the one here. So let me just think about that. It's about in the key of E minor. It's this one, you know. It's real simple because it stays the same. So if you have a difficult lick, try to move it to the most simplest version, you know, and don't make it like the most difficult one, you know. So for example, if you struggle with that part, you know, or to do just take it to that and play it there, you know, to get the feeling for it, you know. And what I really like to do, and I kind of watched this, or I kind of seen that by Paul Gilbert, just playing dead notes, but doing the picking. And you really see it's difficult, but if you can do that, you can of course do. and so that's really something I do a lot of time to get my finger speed together because I still have a lot of weakness in my finger. I mean, I kind of developed a certain kind of speed compared to later. I mean, I used to play like this, you know. I can't even do this anymore really good because I'm so used to that pinky shape, you know. And back then I played like, and you know, of course it's the beginning. It feels a lot more easier to play that way because you don't have to use a pinky, because a pinky is your weakest finger. The pinky and the fourth, you can go like this, you know, because this is a lot more easier at the beginning, like, you know. But I really recommend you to use a pinky because it's like you're actually. It's the same if you just play without a pinky. It's almost like if you cut it off, you know, and you just just put one finger away. So don't do that. And the same thing is for the for this shape, you know. Let me see where we have it. You know, back then of course I played like that. And of course it feels a lot better. This feels at the beginning terrifying, you know. Because it's kind of stretchy, and of course again pinky and fourth. But what I've learned is a lot of licks, and if you play one of some of the Paul Gilbert stuff licks, you don't really have to be able to play it that way, because your finger need to have the stretch and the strength to do it, you know. For example, this really crazy scarified lick, you know. I'm really gonna have to do this crazy stretch. So you know, I can't play that one yet, but for stuff like this you really need to kind of have the strength and the possibility to play that way, you know. And then comes even crazy more, you know. Oh, this is so terrifying. It's stretched. But here again, take the lick to this place and play it like. Works just a lot better. Okay, so that was so far about what I do to just get my fingers faster, because hammer-ons works pretty good. Hammer-ons, pull-offs, especially pull-offs, just do very great justice. And at the same time, it sounds cool, you know, it sounds pretty cool. And I can just play this lick one more time, you know, where you... Okay, that was day one. We already got 20 minutes of playing and talking and whatever, just everything. A lot of mistakes in there, so I'm still practicing. I know I have to practice a lot more. I know I have to practice a lot more to become a lot better. So I want to get rid of those weakness parts. So be prepared for day two, and thanks so much for checking in. See you next time.